All right, so this is a suggestion via Discord. The name of the video is, Please Shut Up, I'm Talking. A Girl Gets Triggered by Charlie Kirk. All right, we're here for that. Every aspect of that. Let's check it out, guys. Let's jump into it.
Hello.
Hello.
Turtle Beach, Bike Week.
I just kind of had a few questions, and I'm coming to you like respectfully because I have no intention of being rude or anything, despite what you may think.
That's good. That's how discourse, happens.
I will be voting for the Democratic Party.
Okay.
Hold your booze. Hold your booze.
No one cares,
I
bro.
You kind of invited them.
Yeah, you did that.
Probably,
Let's get them out,
See?
guys.
Do you see that? No one cared.
Let's get it out.
But it's okay. I don't really
All right,
care.
now enough. Stop
Live
it.
your life.
Yeah, no, but I don't really care. Because honestly, I honestly feel
Be
like
nice, guy.
the only way to unite the country is to unite the parties. Even though you disagree on some things, you're not gonna get anything better unless you come together. So I kind of don't understand why.
Oh, that sounds fun. Let's continue.
You're not gonna get anything better unless you come together. So I kind of don't understand why.
Come
y'all
on, bro.
Turn against each other, but that's not the point I'm trying to make.
It was just me?
I have multiple things.
Okay.
Because like 3 days ago, I had no intention of voting whatsoever. Because I had heard what my friend said about the Democratic side. Can you please shut up while I'm talking?
Just don't let it get to you, please. Continue.
Okay. Because it's just disrespectful, but.
Attention, yeah.
So
That's what
I
she
had people
wants.
telling me about the Democratic Party, like different stuff. They were like, "This is good because of this," and then I had my.
Bro, she tells stories like my wife. Listen, this is how, a lot of the times with my wife, I'm like, tell me the end of the story first, and I'll let you know. I'll let you know immediately if we should invest our times talking about it. Okay? And I think that's what kind of needs to happen right now, but I'm not here.
Family, they're like, "Well, Trump's good because of this." So then I just started researching, literally 3 days ago, and I fell down this whole like rabbit hole of so much
Jesus
stuff.
Christ.
And that's why I will be voting for the Democratic
Can
Party.
I ask you, and it's not your question, what did you find persuasive enough to convince you to vote for Democrats?
Well,
Thank you.
so you talked about Trump creating safe cities, safe streets, just a safe country, but you know about his rally where he said that he wants 1 full day of police retaliation to eradicate crime. You know about that? Are you familiar with the Night of Broken Glass? Kristallnacht, World War II. Are you familiar with that?
Well, I'm intimately familiar. I'm trying to understand the connection. Are we doing the Nazi thing again, or like are we, like?
There's honestly.
So crime was lower under Trump than under Kamala and Joe Biden. So I'm
Okay.
not like much lower. Violent crime was substantially and sizably lower in every major metro area and every major state.
Okay, I'll give you that one, because. Like I said, I just started researching like 3 days ago.
For sure.
I'm not like everybody else here where
That's
I've
fine.
just been plotting this all.
But tell me what.
you know.
Please,
it's not your
please.
question. I just want to know as someone who does this for a living, because then I can get better. What did you find that you're like, now I'm voting for the Democrat Party? What made that click?
Okay, so the thing with me was my mom kept telling me, "Oh, go look at the websites. You have to look at the political party websites." So I'm like, "Okay, fine. Like I'll look at those too." And so I did, even though those are the most biased sources you're going to get because they're,
That's valid.
I was looking under economy because that's everyone's main argument about Trump. They're like, "Oh, well, I don't like him, but I like his policies." So I wanted to look at his policies. So then I did, and they were a little too strangely similar to the ones I was looking at the Democratic Party. So I'm like, how am I supposed to know which one to believe? Like you're saying.
Good question.
Perfect.
Great question.
Oh,
So, which one
perfect.
did it better for 4 years? Kamala and Joe or Trump?
Are we not under Trump's tax policy right now? Till
Well,
2025?
Well, first of all, tax policy is a small part of economic policy. I mean, Joe Biden.
We're going to go into $2 trillion in debt by 2028 because of his tax policy.
That's actually not true.
It actually is true.
No, actually, so
Actually,
what the
it's
tax cut
not.
actually did is spur economic growth. And what you're talking about is not annualized deficits. You're talking about cumulative debt over 7 to 8 years. But you know what the tax cuts did? It actually cut your taxes. It was the largest middle class tax cut in American history. Now, I just want to ask a question. It's not a trick question. 75% of Americans say the economy was better under Trump.
Were we not under Obama's tax policy? And
So
plus
that-
the pandemic, that's not really normal. So of course the economy is going.
Well, hold on. You got to stop with this like Obama, Trump. You have to take ownership of your administration. So Trump will
Okay.
take ownership. He had the lowest unemployment, wages were going up, no inflation, housing boom. Why is that? He kept energy prices low, cut tax for middle-class families, got rid of stupid regulation,
Ooh, this is
and we saw an
intriguing.
economic renaissance. And American people
Guys.
remember how good that economy was, guys? It was amazing. And we don't have that now.
Okay, hold on. I want to interject really quickly. They're both making solid points right now. Like this encounter, this engagement is very intriguing. Okay, yeah, obviously you need to take responsibility for what's happening, to the country underneath your tutelage, let's say, right? But she's also right. At the same time, like this is what do you do? What do you do? Who do you look at weirdly now? I don't know. Because in fact, what happens is what happened with the economy, specifically under Biden and Kamala, is they were basically, they took over coming out of the 19, a massive terrible thing that happened around the world, obviously. Closed down a lot of businesses, a lot of people lost their job, a lot of money was printed, our dollar basically devalued massively. Other countries that backed their currency off of our currency, their currency started plummeting. Then that spawned the migrant crisis because they're like, wait a second, my $200 a month I was making is now really only worth $115. How did that happen? It's because our dollar devaluated because we started printing money to make up for some of the downfalls that happened during the 19. See, so it's like, bro, right? A lot of times what presidents do before they leave office still persists throughout the next presidency for a pretty long time, actually, generally. So this is what I'm saying. Like, they're both right, because you still do have to take responsibility for what's happening, but also at the same time, we need to always remember that everything in Washington is basically delayed, right? So a delayed reaction to something that happened generally, months or years ago, right? So that's definitely an intriguing one here, for me at least.
So would you say he's a good businessman?
Yeah, I mean, he's a multi-billionaire.
What about his multiple businesses that have went into bankruptcy?
Yeah, I mean, look, you're going to fail sometimes when you do businesses. But
10 times?
A lot of
Yeah,
business.
maybe. I mean, he's 78 years old. I mean, how many billions have you made?
He was also born into it.
Well, he was not born a billionaire. He was given a couple $1 million, but turning a couple $1 million into $6 billion is like the greatest ROI in the history.
Yeah,
and by the way,
I'd
not
give
only
you that.
that,
I'd give you that in
He
that
helped
instance.
redefine the Plaza Hotel, the Grand Hyatt, the Trump Hotel, the Trump Doral. I mean, some of the greatest properties you could imagine. It's a pretty impressive business record, I would say. But that doesn't matter. Was he a good president? Of course he was.
Okay. So another thing that also is kind of like skewing my vote. So everyone keeps telling me, oh my God, like everything he's saying is being taken out of context. He doesn't really mean it. Okay, so he didn't mean it when he said that he wants generals like Hitler had.
He never said that.
Did he not?
He did not. It's been completely
Interesting.
debunked, and 3 people around him said that is a complete fabrication.
Definitely.
Let me ask you a question.
Another,
what do you want to do with your
What
life?
was that cut? What was that cut
honestly, I haven't quite figured it out, which I know you're going to say college is a scam. You
What
don't
are
know
you
what you're doing. Clinical laboratory science and psychology with a minor in criminal justice.
So you want to be able to own a home?
Of course.
Yeah, I mean, under Kamala, it requires $135,000 a year to own a home. Under Trump, it was $75,000 a year.
Okay. As of right now, it's $116,000 to basically afford I don't know when this is filmed, right? But it's $116,000 yearly household income to be able to afford the median price house in the United States of America. Now, keep this in mind. You could in fact go somewhere outside of the area you're currently in because you like it. Let's say. Be a little uncomfortable for a little while, right? And you can basically, in fact, own a house for a lot less than, the median household income. And now, again, we're also in a housing bubble. Keep this in mind here. And yeah, when Trump was in office, you only had to make 75,000 or so, 80,000 to be able to afford the median priced house at that time. Again, this is just inflation, guys. Economics, guys, but and the interest rates, the crazy interest rates that need to basically be maintained, even though we all want them to drop. I'm not sure that's a good idea anymore, bro. I used to basically preach for Jerome Powell to hurry up and drop these interest rates, but now, like looking at things, Don't drop them. Don't drop them. Like, raise them. Raise them. We need to get people to stop spending money on nonsense. But as long as people have credit cards and they're still charging things and they're still taking loans, regardless of the interest rates, they're going to keep them like this because everyone is making money except for the people who are taking the loans, guys. Keep that in mind. If you want things to change, you have to, under all circumstances, stop buying things. Stop the consumerism. Like, slow it down dramatically to where you basically, unfortunately, hurt the companies. And then they're like, wait a second, I need to drop these prices. That's the only way things are going to go back to normal, bro. That's it. Okay. Because if you start giving large corporations free money, basically under 2% interest, free money, then they're going to completely, as soon as you drop the interest rate, I'm telling you, the commercial loans are going to skyrocket. Why? Because now they're going to get bigger buildings for less. Guys, the rich are going to get, in fact, richer, and the poor are going to just get poorer because now the rich will buy everything. Completely. They're going to buy every single free available house in your entire town and then rent it to you. Okay? That's what they're going to do, bro.
Interesting. I kind of just don't.
You care about ending war? Yeah, war's bad.
Did he actually end war?
Yeah, it was the first president in 32 years for no new wars for 4 years.
Interesting.
New war under Obama, new war under Bush, new war under Clinton, new war under Biden. No new wars under Donald Trump 4 years.
Right. So hold on, I had another point. I had a lot. I've been.
Let me ask you this:
researching.
what would change your vote for Trump, if anything?
Probably a lot. It would probably take a lot, because I mean,
Trump would have to become a woman, bro. A lot of people are voting. A lot of people voted for Kamala because of the sister code, bro. A lot of them. They're just like, wait, she's a woman. I got to support her no matter what she does.
I mean, the fact that he hasn't won the popular vote both terms that he ran, it's.
You know what that's like
I mean?
saying? That's like saying, well, I know the Chiefs won the Super Bowl. I totally get that. But did you guys know that the Ravens, they got more yards? It's a completely irrelevant criteria. You run to win the electoral vote. It's like, no, but we kicked more field goals. Yeah, but did you have more points? So the Electoral College is the ultimate tally of points, not how many yards you get.
Right. Which, I mean, I'm still trying to follow ball and all that.
For sure, I get that.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Michaela.
Michaela, I want to get to the next question. I want you to think about what we said. Try to follow some of our accounts. If not, that's fine. There's a lot of propaganda out there. Try to bring down the noise. And I will say this. Donald Trump has people around him, 2 former Democrats that ran for the presidency, Bobby Kennedy and Tulsi Gabbard. Do you know who those people are? If not, that's okay.
No.
You should do research. They're former Democrats that ran for the presidency, and they're behind Trump because Trump is a ticket that's unifying the country and will make the country great again.
What about the 13 different people that worked alongside of him, including his vice president?
Yeah, the people he fired. I think it's awesome.
No, they are not with him.
No, I think it's awesome they're against him.
That's what I'm saying.
No,
so
you know why they're against him? Because he's a threat to the system they represent. Because we're actually going to have a voice against the warmongers and the neocons and the corporate interests.
Okay.
And over 300 former generals and military officers just endorsed Trump. So, just the other day. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Okay. Thank you.
Guys, I'm kind of torn when it comes to the Electoral College. Okay. I'm kind of torn. Like, I mean, I understand why it exists. It makes it so people with, states with less population have the ability to have, a voice rather than just the let's say the coastal elites, guys, right? Right. But that's it. I mean, I get it. I understand that, but it's just like, bro, why is it the popular? Like, why is it that if more people vote, it's tricky. I mean, I understand why it exists. I mean, it has to exist because places with like very low population, they still need equal share, right? But I don't know. Guys, all right. Guys, let me know in the comments what you guys think. I definitely find the economy currently terrible, right? And it would be great if it could be better. But also at the same time, I can't give 100% blame, let's say, to the current left. I can't give 100% blame. Like, what happened? We couldn't control it. If anything, we should be like looking to, get money back. Let's say from wherever its origin point. Let's say, okay. Let's just say that its origin point. We should be trying to get some money back from that entity. Now, in terms of tariffs, specifically on where this came from, the 19, let's say, that would be interesting. Okay. I don't know about I think I heard numbers like 1,000x or something like that, guys. I hope not. Do you guys understand how expensive things are going to get immediately if all of these tariffs hit? Because, guys, even though we definitely would like to have things made in America again, the higher quality, etc., right? But do you know how much it's going to cost to pay an American? Okay, to pay an American to do the jobs that are basically being done by other people right now. Do you know how much a toothbrush is going to cost? Like, there was an experiment done many years ago. A farmer, he was like, listen, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of all the day laborers type of thing. I'm going to get rid of them. And I'm going to put out a sign to hire Americans at $20 an hour. And this was like probably like a decade ago. $20 an hour was like really like it was solid compared to what he was actually paying the other people that were doing it. Bro, no one came and applied. No one wants to be out there in the farm, bro. Okay. No one. And that's the issue. And that's my biggest concern. So like knowing that existed at one time and then trying to kind of like make it make sense in my head. Nah, bro, everything is going to get expensive. Like you would probably have to pay $30 to $40 an hour for someone to go out and like pick bananas, bro. Like an American. Okay. So how much is that banana? Because obviously the cost is in fact being passed on to the customer. How much is that banana, bro? How about this? Let me know in the comments. How much is that banana? Guys. But all right, listen, you guys all have an absolutely amazing day. Enjoy your day thoroughly. Guys, before we go, are you guys subscribed to the other channels? Logical Movie Reviews with Mr. L. Boyd along with Mr. L. Boyd Music. Both are found in the description. Check it out.